Hey, there we go.
Hey,
Good morning.
yo,
Good
yo,
morning.
yo.
Uh, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. That's right. We did just kind of stumble on in, didn't we?
Ah, clock is ticking, whether we want it to or not, right?
Right. All right.
Yeah, I'm on a different machine this morning, and it's not that Restream changed anything on me, but the screen's so much smaller.
It's smaller. Like I said, I'm getting just a little, it's like a little echoing
I'm getting it.
from,
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a headset.
okay. Good morning, Well, it's morning for me. It's 9 o'clock. But good morning, GI Customs. I see you out there. And as Mark gets his gear on. Good morning, Nico. Happy New Year, man.
So before I forget, I had been talking to Plastic Fantastic about coming on and being a guest today, and he is not feeling so great. He's pretty sick, so I'll get well soon to him.
Yeah,
We're thinking about you.
It's going around.
it really is.
Yeah,
Whatever it is, it's what is a new flu? Something's out
The
there.
norovirus or whatever it is.
Yeah, something's hitting everybody.
yeah. Well, it's not even that what he's got. So, uh, yeah. Starting this year off with a
Not hitting the
Yeah,
ground running, Mark. That's not like you.
I've hit the ground with a
I've been all over the board actually. It's been I never have enough time to do any of the projects that I want to do, and
oh
I
man,
think talking with you fellows last 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, just really fired me up with some ideas that I had in my back pocket that I've been wanting to share with you guys, and and I didn't in the past 2 weeks. I haven't had a chance to do any of those things that I wanted to kind of start out and show you. So man, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and what I'm feeling
yes
like.
sir. It's always slow for me in the winter. I'm like I'll steal a little bit of time here and there to do some designing, but it's super slow for me. Um, but I'm just a busy guy. That's I'm just a busy guy.
yeah. I've been working, which is great.
Good.
Hmm.
And then I have I always do. Are we still getting an echo?
No, I
Okay.
don't hear it.
I think I'm hearing my own voice.
You're hearing yourself, yeah.
I don't
No,
like
because
it.
we're good now. Yep.
So I do. I always print prototypes, and usually it's resin. And we hit a pretty good cold spell here. And because I vent all my resin printers out, I can't help but have a pretty significant temperature drop, and so I get a lot of fails.
Oh
So
yeah.
that I have that frustration. And then I have a pretty big project I've been working on for the Patreon, and I finally got to that point where I'm trucking on it, getting the test prints and ran out of filament, ordered some more, and it's like, yeah, that'll be there in 2 to 15 days, and then I can see, and I'm tracking the shipment, and it made it like 2 stops, and then severe weather or something,
Oh no.
and then they stopped. It just stopped moving like several days ago, with nothing. So who knows?
There's
But
got to
it just
be, yeah, there's got to be a lot of that going around. I have been noticing. I'm like, dude, I'm expecting packages and I haven't seen much of anything lately. So things must be going slow out there.
Well, speaking of packages, I have a question for you too, and I want to know if you have a number for me. At what point how many printers do you need to have from having a print garden to a print farm? What's that number?
I'm gonna say 10 is that magic number.
10
And
farm
the
number.
caveat to that is type of printer,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
if you've got one, because I've got a garden, I've
Mhm.
got 2 Elegoo machines, but they're different types, and I've got 2 functioning resin machines. One's a Jupiter, one's a Mars. So one's large and one's small, right?
hmm
If I
So it
had
can't be a farm because they're all different sizes and shapes and for different
right,
tasks. Okay.
right, I would say once you've got
10
3,
of this
4 of the same
of the
machine,
same type of machine. Okay.
of like the exact same machine, where it's more of an assembly line type of thing you've got going on. Now you're starting to move towards a farm.
Okay.
There you go.
But I
I love
have
that definition.
I think I might have a total of 10 printers, but not all the same.
Yeah. Well, as of the reason why I ask is as of 2 days ago, I now
Mhm.
am up to 4 printers. So I am living large. I got a gift to myself for New Year. You know, it was one of those things. I was looking on eBay, and it was a refurbished unit from the official Anycubit site, and it was one of those too good to be true kind of thing. And I
Mhm.
ordered it, and it turned out to be fan freaking tastic. And I brand new, open, peeling the stickers off and all that stuff, and I am loving it. So I've spent the last couple of days, setting up my new printer, getting that new printer smell, making it resin
Cool.
smell now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw Nicotronis thought you were Mike, which I think is hilarious since your
Hey,
doppelganger is
you're
somebody else.
you're
I'm
just
looking like everybody now.
yeah, you're just G.I. Joe right now. Like you're just every man.
Well, when Michael
Oh
gets
man.
on, we are 2 people again. Not this conversation again.
Oh wow. But no, that's pretty cool. I didn't get a new printer this year. Or like
You have
this
room for a
this
printer?
season. I didn't get a new printer, man. I'm kind of bummed out.
So,
It's not too late. Never too late.
so Shane, what machines do you have then?
So the one that I just got was a Elegoo. I'm sorry, an Anycubit mono M7. It's the M7
M7.
Pro. So this thing, I was my other one was just the baseline that came out a couple of years ago. What was that? The Mono X, and it was a
The Mono X.
4K. This
Yeah.
one is a 14K. It has the heated reservoir. It has the little sump pump
Ooh.
thing that no mixing, no whatever. You plug up the bottle to it, and you hit the button, and it fills up the reservoir. It heats it up to the perfect temperature and just starts going. I love it. And when it gets down, it pumps some more in, lets you know when the bottle's empty. You go and refill the bottle. If you want to change it out, you hit the empty button or whatever, and it sucks it all out and into the bottle. You unscrew it, and I wipe off the little probes things that go in there, and then stick in a new color or a new type, and
That is
off
I'm a
to the
little bit
fantastic.
races.
jealous. A little
Isn't
bit
that
jealous.
great?
Yeah.
And with 14K, I'm trying. I haven't done small things yet to test out that, but the thing that I like about it, it's cutting my time from that old the Mono X that I have. It cuts the time, I guess, in a third. Really, eight
Answer.
8 hour prints are now taking maybe 3 hours, which is great. How does it
Okay.
do that? Brighter lights? I don't know.
I don't know because I have a M5, and for whatever reason, my settings always makes things a little bit longer than because I do have a Mono X too. I love
Yeah.
that thing, but my Mono X is printing faster than the M5. So it could be just the settings. Your standard settings might be
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
I what do I have? I got a Mars 5 Pro, and it was the same thing. Like it's faster, and I had the same question, and then didn't bother to ever look into it. Like, how is that faster? because the resin's the same stuff.
Resin's the same.
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep
the
the
thickness
resin
of the resin is the same.
Mhm.
I don't think you can tweak the frequency of the light in such a way.
I think I have it bumped up to 100% on my old printer. And I never bump it down. I know that you can make it like 90, 80, 70, whatever, but I don't think I've ever done that for any reason.
You know who know the answer to this?
There's some settings for sure, because my M5, I have it set for like the finest detail type of thing, and so it goes a little bit slower.
Like the 0.02 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes a little bit slower. So my Mono X will print something that prints in about an hour on the Mono X will take about an hour 30, hour 40 on the M5 now.
Okay.
So
what kind of stuff are you printing on your resin machines?
Who's that question to?
Both of you. Well, Artwann I kind of know, I guess, because you print O-rings.
Yep.
But what are you printing, Shane?
So me particularly, so I do a lot of replacement parts. I do a lot of ARAH, just replacement parts that I sell on shelfsavers.com and eBay and a couple of other things, right? So anything that is, pretty in there and detailed or whatever, here's like the little radar dish for the maggot or whatever, but that, that would never print well on an FDM printer. So anything that has a detail on it, steering wheels, I've just now gotten into getting in color printing and having that really set. But, with my FDM printer, I do get vibrant colors like the Night Force orange and that, or whatever that. It's not really orange. It's kind of a pinky kind of thing or whatever. So I think that I'm limited with colors because I don't like to paint things when I don't have to. Although I will put a gold tip on something every now and then that needs that. But especially if it's a gray or a green or a darker or a lighter blue, I guess I can do that on my resin printer. Okay. And smaller parts, all smaller parts for right now.
So I found, because I've just been printing the little guns forever and ever, and never had much use for like putting on the magnifying glasses and getting in there to paint them. Usually it's rattle can stuff. But with heads, I would put on the glasses and get in there, and you can definitely see the layer lines. And when I switched to the new machine, the 14K or whatever the hell, the Mars 5 Pro, holy crap, you can see the difference between using the Jupiter and then switching to the new the layer lines.
To the naked eye, is there a difference, or
to a younger man's naked eye?
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I need glasses to read, man.
There we go. Because honestly, what is it? The Mono X, I think, is 4K. I think the M5 is like a 12. And to the naked, I can see a little bit of difference, but for the price, there's not enough difference, so to speak. Like when you're trying to go up to the 12 and 14K, unless you're putting on those glasses and really trying to look for it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, so these are things that, I bought these on, on whatever, and printed out a couple of hands and arms to replace some things in my personal collection. And I am super looking forward to reprinting these with the 14K printer and seeing the difference. I just haven't got around to it yet. This is the Mono X, printer.
So here's why it matters. Photography. So even just taking a picture with your phone and putting it up on Instagram or whatever, you'll see those layer lines. And if you're using one of these newer machines, it reduces it so much, it makes a big difference.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, naked eye is kind of irrelevant. I'm thinking more, the guys that are doing the action figure photography just posting stuff up online, like just zooming in with your phone and taking a pic, it just makes those layer lines pop so much, especially if you're not careful with the lighting.
Yeah. Okay. I buy that.
So another question that I have is, now that I have a newer, better printer, do I keep the old printer around just as a backup or for fun stuff?
Absolutely.
Artwann definitely has.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what you do is you build a like a wing to your house, and you just start keeping the old printers in there.
I love it.
so
Like I
still,
have.
I still use the Mono X, so it's coming clutch. I've been working on some prints for somebody who's just like totally like, oh hey, I got an idea, but I don't do any of that stuff. And I was using my M5, and the M5 was failing on me and breaking down at certain
Yeah.
points. And I'm like, I got a crunch here. I'm just going to switch to Mono X. And I sent them parts for both of them, and he was pleased. He's like, maybe I can see a little bit of difference, but it doesn't matter here. Like, I got something in my hand. So you just never know. Having that Mono X as a backup is probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So like technically I have 13 printers.
Wow.
But I only use 4.
Okay. I buy that.
And I don't know if that's even true. I may have actually gotten rid of a couple.
And Mark, I think
if it works, keep it. If it doesn't, get rid of it. And just let that weight go.
Okay.
Yes, but I still have a monument of that first resin printer. That one that we never fixed.
Is it a museum piece now?
It's a museum piece. That was that
It was
Mars. The Elegant Mars.
Yeah.
Now, Mark, I remember back in one of the previous episodes of the podcast here that you mentioned, or maybe it was in a conversation that we were having, that you mentioned that you like to set up a printer, have the resin there, and just never clean the vat. You keep the same resin in there kind of constantly, right?
Yeah.
Is that still the way that you do? You have a printer dedicated to a particular type of material?
Right. Now, if and I'm going to have to do it soon because I'm going to try and print some canopies. So I'm going to have to clean it out real good and put some clear in there. But you want to interact with your FEP as little as possible. So like if I don't print for a few days, I have these soft rubber little like spatula things, and I'll kind of stir up my stuff just to get it kind of mixed. But I will.
There's Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
but the idea is you want to touch your FEP just as little as possible. If you have a print that fails badly, like parts have broken off into the vat, you're best off going in there and making sure you don't have any particulates floating around, because that'll when the plate comes down, if you push through the FEP, you can break your glass and everything. But if you have a print that works, there is no reason to go screwing around with your
I was looking in the comments here.
I saw it too. I wanted to address Nicotronis was talking about paint markers, and I wanted to talk about it.
Definitely, because I'm curious.
I am a big fan of the paint marker. In fact, I've got them on my desk here. I love. I don't know. This is like a cheapy brand. I love it. These they stick so well.
Good morning, Mike. Happy New Year.
Good morning, man.
Happy New Year.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've only gotten like the chrome pins, but I've never had like an actual set of paint markers. So I'm curious to know what brand he's using here. He says it's Betem or Betem.
Oh wow.
Betem.
And so
and mine's oil based, I guess. Quick dry.
Hold on. So
yeah, I guess you'd have to make sure they worked with the PLA or resin, whatever it is you're painting. But so as long as they're compatible.
24 colors, acrylic paints. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking at them now. I don't know if I can share or not, but maybe I can. Yeah. All right. I'm just pulling them up.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Wow.
Why am I the only one not seeing anything? Here we go.
No? Or
I got it.
did I not pull it up?
You did. I just
Now you did.
Okay.
So in this case, each one has 2 size tips. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sweet.
All right.
And those are acrylic.
Acrylic. That's generally what I would use on
Oh, that's
resin.
nice. No, if it actually works on black the way it's showing
The way
in the
it's
little video
showing,
there.
Yeah. Guess what's getting ordered right now?
Yeah, I think I might place an order for these few. This just looks too good.
All right, I might try them. Thanks for that too.
I'm curious. So, like, I had done. No, I'll grab it. Hold on.
Okay. What I'm curious about. So, Nico, give me your input on painting eyes with those things. Like how well is that going for you?
Especially if it's the eye on, I don't know, a cat head that happens to be driving a tank. Just saying.
What kind of tank? Like a Meowler tank.
Possibly,
Like a
possibly a
Meowler.
Meowler. Yeah, who would have thought?
Oh wow.
So I had sprayed that, and I'm curious if those.
How did you do that?
I drew
Was that
up
a
in
stencil?
Yeah, stencil. So I
Oh.
did it in Illustrator and then used a Cameo or Cricut, whatever, and cut it and put it down and spray it. And spraying is a huge pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious if the markers, if you're careful enough, if you could use it with a stencil without it bleeding.
Yeah.
The trick with an FDM print, because of the layer lines, I feel like it would easily bleed. And so I'm just curious.
Was there any bleed in yours, Mark? Would you mind putting it back up to the screen a little bit? Oh, okay. That looked fantastic. Wow. Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, no, I primed it and sanded it. Made sure it wouldn't.
All right, so he says no.
But I would love a shortcut.
Yeah, he says no bleeding so far. So
cool. Have you, Nick Tronis, have you used it with any kind of a stencil, or even just putting like a strip of painter's tape down and doing a straight line?
Oh man, yeah, nice little. I'm looking for some new stuff to kind of use, so I'll try those out.
I'm all about those shortcuts, baby.
Yeah.
And besides from making stencils, Mark, what do you use? Is it a Cricut? How do you? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I think this thing's called a Cameo. I think it's Cameo.
Cameo. What do you use it for?
It's really for cutting vinyl. My wife had one years ago, and she does a lot of like pressed vinyl, like shirts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
And I bought myself one, but I bought like the higher end one. So she's taken ownership of it. so when I need something, I ask her if she'll cut me a stencil on my own machine.
That's also going around.
Oh man! So Mike, how goes it? The mysterious Sunday meeting. We were kind of joking about this a little bit in the green room. But how are you, man?
Doing good. Well, the mysterious Sunday meeting is we're having to do pre-marriage classes.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, I was close.
We were.
I thought you were right.
We were all kind of in the ballpark.
Yep. And we meet with the sponsor couple. We'll meet with them a couple times and go through we've got a class and booklet kind of thing. And didn't know how long it was going to last. It actually ended a little earlier than I had expected when I sent you the message. So
Sweet.
It'll work.
Mike, Brandon.
Sweet.
So how are you guys? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, bro.
Same to you.
We're 26. Got to get used to it. Because it seemed like 2025 lasted at least 5 to 10 years. So
Yeah, that was a long year.
Oh, man.
I'm starting to really kind of realize my age, and when the celebrities pass and you hear their age, and you realize like, fuck, I'm really close to that.
Yeah,
that's not good. Don't realize that.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Hey, you are as young as you feel.
yeah.
There you go.
Crap, that means I'm 80. Thanks for that one, Artwann. You really know how to hurt a guy.
Well, you know what they say: marriage planning keeps you young, Michael.
Yeah.
No,
Is that looks like
that was
major,
not
right?
my experience.
Oh, we hope nobody's wife see this episode.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that.
no chance.
I
No
don't think we have
chance.
to worry about anybody seeing this episode.
Oh man. Uh-oh. So is the 15th. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, happy birthday. That's this
Happy
week, bro.
holiday, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is in 2 weeks. So
Oh,
Awesome.
happy birthday!
yeah.
What are you? You're gonna be 38?
Yeah, I'm still shy of the 50 mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the younger side, I guess. But so in all honesty, my kids, everybody, and I just went on a little sort of dinner meetup with one of my graduates. They are about 5 months away from getting their master's, and met up, had dinner, and the waitress came by, said, "Hey, we having any drinks?" and carded me. And she just laughed and laughed. And she was like, "Oh boy, you're doing really well." And I'm like, "Hey, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you."
I got carded last week.
Really?
I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
Anyone who looks like they're 45 or less, we still have to card. And I took my fucking shit back. Like, are you kidding me?
And anyone that
take
looks
it.
like it could be 3 kids in a trench coat, we've got to call.
Good reference. I like it.
I look like 3 kids in a trench coat, but they're not on top of each other. They're end to end. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take it.
Arnold looked young as hell in Total Recall.
Nice.
Which is weird because I remember looking at him going, "Man, what? Like he's got to be like 45," and he was probably like 32 or something like that.
Was Recall was 90s, so
Yeah.
he was probably early 40s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So GI Customs, so Chaz is saying he was experimenting with stencils used for fingernails with resin type paint. So those are my wife was kind of playing with those a couple weeks ago. So that's interesting because it creates like a little, almost like an ink stamp, and then you kind of pick up the thing and you can put it down. So I'm curious if you had any success with that, because that could be a fun little time saver too.
I'm wondering. Okay, he does mostly vehicle stuff. Okay,
Mostly vehicles, yeah.
I could see that. I could see that.
But that could be it. Like if you could make it work, that'd be a good way to.
Yeah, I'd love to see
you have just like
on that.
if you have just like a G.I.JOE logo
Right.
in black ink, instead of trying to use like a water slide decal or something, if you could just have like just a little, almost
That is
like a
interesting
rubber
because-
stamp, just boop.
Dang it, I don't have it in here, but I have one of those little ink guns where you can just roll over.
Tattoo gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just kind of roll over something and it'll put a logo on. And I don't know if I've never even tried a G.I. Joe logo. Like, shoot me in the head. That seems like the perfect thing to use it for.
Yeah, we're really kind of at this point now where with the bamboos, man, like the quality is coming out so good. It's time to look at what's the next thing to make it look more professional, more manufactured, more pretty to the eye.
Yeah.
And
Well, that was one of the things I was wondering, Mark. The sign for the ammo depot. You don't have an AMS on your bamboo, right?
No, I don't have an AMS.
Okay.
Right. But I thought about it, right? Like I could make the sign a separate piece so that it can be printed flat.
Yeah.
And then it could be printed with
exactly. You could have it pointing, you could basically print the label into the sign.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do it. My experimenting says that if you want a color to pop, you need to do 2 layers of that color.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to do 1 layer, either the algorithm doesn't fill in all the holes or you get a little bit of a bleed through.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 layers seems to be the optimal, but still 2 layers is like the thickness of a thick piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had I'm already mad at myself for forgetting who did it. Somebody did the sale for the Manta that way. Somebody in the group, and we should just look it up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. I'm just
right, that's perfect. That's a really good idea. Let me see who it was, and I can't. Can I?
Yeah, I remember when they did that. I can't remember who that was.
I keep getting locked out of Facebook on this machine.
Oh no! All right,
It's one of those things where the password is basically a cat walking across the keyboard at this point.
Oh, was it classified Manda? Wait, hold on. I did the cell and filament. Kevin Penn Williams.
Can you do a share screen?
Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Is that it?
Yep. There it goes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That turns out really great. I missed this post, but this is amazing.
That is the perfect way to do it.
Look at that.
Yeah, the camera is sharp.
Yeah.
There's a cutout of a Manta if you scroll the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And it sharp. That is the right way to do it. Yeah, that's a PDF I did for anyone that wanted to cut it out of fabric for themselves.
Gotcha.
And so he used that to create that sale, I imagine.
Dude, that's what's up. That's
what's up. That is the right way to do it. So I'm not sure. There's a way to do it, but like that's if you want to do a Viper glider or whatever the Joe version was, that's the way to do that.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Okay.
I'm like, wow.
I'm like thinking all of the fabric pieces, even like capes or things like that, could potentially be done.
Yeah. It's so thin. Just get a hairdryer and hit it, and I suspect it'll droop into place.
I mean, how many times have we put down our first layer, first 2 layers, and been like, oh, there's a little mess up, ripped it up, and you go, and then throw it away, kind of thing. And I never thought about that could be used as the fabric part. This is blowing my mind right now just talking.
Yep, he's over there. Look at his mind.
The gears are turning.
Gears are turning.
So what visually I don't like is when they print the different colors and it sticks out.
It's raised.
Relief. I don't care for that.
Yeah, I know that there have been some people that are essentially printing labels.
Yeah.
And for a single color, it looks good. For multicolor, it starts to get a little weird because you're trying to optimize the layers.
Right. And I understand the reasoning for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you end up pooping on wasting a lot. And
yeah,
I get it. But I'm more interested in a good looking final piece. Like, and if we're trying to make something look like it's painted on, then it shouldn't stick out what would be 1.5 inches in scale.
Right. You know, I guess the other thing to think about too is you can easily adjust your layer height.
Yeah.
As well, and you know what's the art of the possible of how thin can you make something and still have it strong enough to be supportable. Because I usually use like a 0.4 height, but yeah, you can just, it's only a matter of setting to change it to 0.25 or smaller.
I did a test on like using the AMS to try to make the labels. I was able to do it on the Wolverine.
Okay.
And I got the star on the side to be white, and it looks pretty good. But I was also trying to do like the flag, the American flag, how they have that one decal sitting in the front of it with United States. And that wound up being raised because it has multiple colors. I didn't really like that, like kind of how Mark was saying. I didn't really like how that looked. But the star was.
How were you printing that, Artwann? Was that like a vertical print or was that kind of horizontal on the print bed?
I think it was. I'm trying to remember the orientation. I think it was going up. So
it was kind of printing it along the.
No, it was horizontal. It was the piece was printed flat horizontal, and it did the star right because there's like the angle on that side where the star sits. It was printing within that, so it came out smooth on the sides. The flag with the United States was just printing up horizontally on top of it, and that's what I mean, it came out, but I didn't really like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, a little too thick.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I can grab it. I'll grab it in a second and show that off. Let me do that now.
Yeah, nice T-shirt.
2001, 21, baby.
2021.
Yeah, this was actually a label that I made for the Scorpion. So that's the United 5 logo. This is a large version of it. What's that?
I still haven't got that.
You still haven't gotten it?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I'm gonna have to email somebody because like I went on there and made sure my address was correct and everything like weeks ago at this point.
Jeez.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah. So what I ended up doing here is this is going on a green background, but because there were some spaces, I did like one layer of the green of the vehicle, and I think it's 2 layers of gold. Or is it just 1 layer of gold? It does stand out, but it really pops in pictures.
Now, would that be glued on, Michael? Or how?
Yeah, in this case, I would then glue. I made this like almost like a label, and then would glue it onto the final vehicle.
Gotcha.
All right. So
I was too slow. You get Artwann up here.
I was actually just looking. I must have did it again and taken the front part off because I didn't like it. So I wanted to putting a decal in front because I like that look better.
Mm.
But the stars on the side here, all that printed.
Okay.
That printed well.
Yeah. Whose file was that?
Oh boy. I am trying to remember. I can't remember. It's an old one.
Okay.
Yeah,
it looks good. Is that are those treads rubber or are they plastic?
Yeah, they're rubber.
They're rubber. Okay.
Yeah. And this file probably goes back to like 2021 or 22 or something.
Okay. Yeah, the Wolverine was one of the first ones that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's I actually think it's only a matter of time before they do an actual Hasbro Wolverine. I think it's in that size space that they could probably pull it off as a, hopefully not a HasLab, but I think they could pull it off as a standard offering.
Yeah, if it comes out to be about this size, yes. But I think they tend to oversize the vehicles a little bit. So if they make it bigger than this, then it would wind up being a HasLab. I think this size
they would have to
is
do
about
something,
right.
Man. Yeah. Like it's a one-seater. Like they'd have to do something.
Yeah, and I think one of the problems why they have to oversize is, Stalker will fit in there, but Roadblock won't.
Right.
That's one of the neat things about Classified is they are going with different body sizes, but then that does make vehicles a little bit more complicated.
Well, right, but then look at the Ferret, look at the Claw, look at they're making smaller figures and putting them on smaller vehicles.
I hate that. But obviously CoverGirl drove the Wolverine, so hopefully they won't make it CoverGirl sized.
Yeah.
That was it. Like I have CoverGirl out and she goes in it, but I sized it so that like the standard Joe could fit in there.
Okay.
Right.
There we go. 110 is the best scale for vehicles.
That makes sense.
So a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So speaking of vehicles, question on the Arctic Hiss. Did you guys yay or nay?
Didn't get it.
No. I decided on the very last day to go ahead and just get it.
Yeah.
On the last day, I was flip-flopping all day, and then at the end of the day, it was just I have no place for it.
Yeah, I went ahead and went with one.
Yeah. And it has none of the electronics.
When everyone gets them, I'm gonna regret it. But,
yeah, it was definitely a weird toss-up. It's not necessary, but man, do I love hisses. So
yeah.
How about you, Shane? Yay or nay?
So I don't collect Classified, but I was very intrigued when they came out with that. If I did, I probably would, because I'm a bit of a completionist. If I'm collecting a line, I would probably get at least one. And I like yourself, Michael. I love the design of the Hiss. It was like something that I grew up with. I love the HasLab. I've seen it in person.
I've got my HasLab right over there on the shelf.
I mean, the electronics behind that was one of the things that fascinate me. Right. I always wish that the original line had more electronic things that went along with it. I understand why they didn't, because of the model aspect, and that's what drove me into collecting G.I. Joe as a kid. Putting together the model aspect. I love the vehicles.
Oh yeah,
But I also love the why couldn't they have more remote control cars or that kind of thing, right?
3. Oh.
Wow.
So someone's got two.
Three
Just like Dragon Man.
of the
That's
Arctic.
convenient for me when the regret hits next year.
Yeah, and you'll be spending $500 for it
I know.
Oh,
I know.
to get the snow serpent with a new hat.
Is it supposed to be delivered at the end of summer?
no,
No, not till
this is-
Christmas. About a
It'll
year.
pay.
Oh.
You pay for it basically next December or something
Yeah.
like that. So, or this December now, and yeah, so we're looking a year out, maybe even longer.
Yeah. Which is interesting because of the whole, everything already exists. Well, I guess there's one or two pieces they have to tool, but still, I don't know exactly why they did. It's interesting that they did it that way. I actually, a lot of people were upset by the fact that they did it. Oh, you're remaking the Hiss tank. It's like, to me, it's different enough that I'm actually kind of glad that they do it. And it will not surprise me if the line lasts for another 2 years, if they come out with the blue one, and then they have Rip It instead of the Hiss driver. And
For sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then
Yeah, I mean, I see that happening.
Yeah. And I'm not necessarily mad at them for doing that because, the HasLab was the Black Hiss and you can't get the Black Hiss ever again, in theory.
So this just gave me a thought, though.
Yeah.
For the HasLab, or I don't know, I actually prefer the Hiss 2 as opposed to the regular Hiss.
Okay.
Or is that the 3?
Or the Hiss 3, with the big one, the
gray one,
the blue one with the
pinkish,
the 3, the red turret.
Yeah.
No shit. And that was the original design too.
Yeah.
But I would have, or I could have seen that being the HasLab instead of
That would have been cool.
because
The other one's more
iconic.
I don't know. I think the fans would have balked it. That one.
What I'm saying is, the Hiss, had it been made in its regular size, so to speak, could have possibly been a retail.
Not a HasLab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like take all the extra nonsense away and done. Yeah, I could see it. But and I agree with you. Like I really like the Hiss.
Is it
3.
the 2 or 3?
The 2 was the blue one with the fold down canopy and the troop carrier in the back.
Okay.
The 3, what they call the Hiss 3, was the blue version of the first one.
Okay. I knew it's definitely. You're correct. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with Artwann. Like I like that one a lot. It never showed up in the cartoon, right?
No.
I don't know. Did they use that for the Deke? Oh, there you go.
There it is. Yeah, that thing is awesome.
I mean, look at the
Like,
I just get crazy about these details on the side.
Yeah.
There.
Right.
Yeah.
But because I could see that being the bigger Hiss,
Yeah.
the HasLab type Hiss, where the iconic one was actually a lot smaller, more sleek.
Yes. Yeah. I think they had to do the Hiss as the first HasLab because they didn't know if vehicles would even fit in this line. And I think it was a very good bet on their end because it was, I mean, when did it finish? It took like 3 days that it hit every stretch goal. I mean, it was a good way to start the line to introduce vehicles into the line, large scale vehicles. But yeah, if we knew then how successful the line would be, I agree. I think the Hiss 2 with like the full troop carrier aspect and 2 people in the front, that would have made for an incredible HasLab.
Yeah.
And the Hiss sold without having the buffet table or the kitchenette or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
I'm trying to. It's been so long. What was like all the figures that came with the his? They put a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah.
his.
There was.
No,
How
that
about
I love that thing too.
Yeah. I
I've got
did not grow up with this one. I had no ties to it, but I picked it up at Jolanta, and I agree. I am very impressed with how interesting
the
this
thing.
story is.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh,
You son of a bee! I told you to wait. All right. Yeah. So ridiculous.
All right, give me a little history lesson on that, Michael. Which one is that? What is that called?
This is like the Valor versus Venom tank.
Oh,
From
okay.
like the mid 2000s, 2004, 2005, I think. I'm not sure if there's a date on it. 2002. 2002.
All right. And you still got the sticker on it.
It's got this weird little turret at the top. It actually has
the turret's the only thing that super sucks about it.
Yeah, but looking at the detail, I like the fact that it's actually a Cobra logo seat. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, the seats. So my problem is if you look closely at the gun, it's belt fed and magazine fed.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe
options,
this is a
Mark.
grenade
Options
launcher from the top, and this is a belt feed. Don't think too much. Now, this is the thing that I found amazing about this.
Oh, it has sound.
Oh yeah,
it's starting to die.
I'm impressed it works at all.
I don't think I can even put batteries in this thing.
You can.
So this thing's 24 years old and the batteries still work.
Yeah.
You may want to get them out of there before they rot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it probably would be a good idea to go ahead and get them out of here.
I have one completely dismantled because I was painting it.
Yeah. Here's an even worse gun for it.
So that gun so see the thing on the side there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it plugs into those and it can do different sounds.
Yep. Yeah. So at some point I plan to I bought this one with the intention of doing a small scale model of it.
So show the how the canopy comes up.
Oh, sure. So the canopy on this one, you have to physically pull it out to this position, but then you have a button and you press it and it goes up into a high position. And then it's got
they sit in there. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's a version of Cobra Commander in it, maybe.
No, it's a Trooper.
It's a Viper.
It's a Trooper. Okay. Oh, it's one of the other his tanks that I bought that had a Cobra Commander as the driver.
So I have this somewhere. I didn't even know that it did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad.
It's cool. So if you get close enough to it, it's scaled. Like the armor has scales.
Oh yeah.
And the light hits it just right. You can see it.
Oh, kind of like the Python Patrol aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because isn't it
yeah,
red?
It's not painted. It's really nice.
Yeah, those scales are in the tool.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because that would have had to be a multi-stage tool to get that kind of pattern on the sides of the part. Yeah, here's more scaling. Yep.
Yeah.
Here too.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad
little. Now this is another one of the things that's on the list of stuff Mark wants to design and print at classified scale.
Nice.
I mean, it's a long list, dude. Like it's
yeah.
Another 15 years. I'll get it done.
Hey.
Yeah,
sounds good.
It's got to have the same feature. You gotta figure that out.
Tell me about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have that. I didn't even know it did that.
I thought it was so goofy. And then when I started getting back into G.I. Joe, it was after the club was gone, which I never knew about until after it was gone. It was before Classified. It was in that lull. And everything was super cheap on eBay. So I got 3 of those fucking things cheap as hell. Wow. And I got it in hand and was like, holy crap, this thing's awesome. And I fell in love with that thing. So once I had it in hand, I was just like, I was wrong. I was wrong about this thing. It's cool. The figure's terrible. The figure's trash. And it came with a DVD, or it might have even have been a CD-ROM.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
And that Valor versus Venom stuff. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, it was bad.
That stuff's it's really bad. I guess whoever produced the thing that stuck out the worst to me was like Beachhead was one of the characters, and they were like, Beachhead, he must be a surfer, so we'll voice him like, hey dude. Like, it's...
Yeah, and that was in that uncanny valley time where everybody wanted to do CGI and no one should have been.
Yeah,
So,
it was really
wasn't
bad.
quite ready. Yeah,
it was not ready for prime time. You know, everyone was on the Pixar bandwagon because Pixar could pull it off, but Pixar they treated it like an art form rather than a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other places did not. It was awful.
Yeah. You said that vehicle was done in like 2002.
It's dated 2002. So
right. And they did multiple releases of it as well, because there was a couple different paint versions of it.
That's pretty close to my favorite newer vehicle of all time is that I can't even think of the name of it now, but
the helicopter inside the tank.
The helicopter comes up out of it. Oh, that
yeah, Michael, you showed me this. I need one of those in my life.
No, that thing is excellent.
Yeah, my plan is to model it. I bought this shell for like $5.
Yeah.
So God bless Joe Fest.
I know it. The vehicle itself, I kind of kicked myself because back in the days, when I was kind of out of G.I. Joe, my nephews were into action figures, but not necessarily G.I. Joe. And I had found that Rhino on clearance through Hasbro for like $20 or something. So I ordered one and gave it to him for a Christmas present. He loved it. And now I just kind of wish, holy cow. It is a fun, cool vehicle.
It's a beast. I probably have 5 of them, Mike.
Nice.
I love it.
I don't think I've ever seen the complete one.
I got one.
Maybe I've seen like the box, but I don't think I've ever seen them.
Oh yeah, baby. I have one in my case right here. I'm looking at it. It's awesome.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah. What was it called? Is that the Rhino?
That's what you called it a minute ago.
I think so.
You should have just stuck with it. You had me sold.
Yeah. Hold on. Now I got to make sure.
There's the 2009 G.I. Joe Rhino.
Okay. That would be
09.
That's what this says. This one's a blue one though.
Yeah, there's a blue one and a black one.
Yep.
I have them both. They're lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 02 and 09 that's a bit of a.
Yeah.
Oh, is the 09's after some of the movies, right?
Yeah.
So,
wait.
Jeez Louise.
The complete ones are going for a lot of money.
Yeah,
they are.
Indeed.
That's why I was shocked to find that one at Joe Fest.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be getting one.
I think the problem is people don't realize until much later how good of a vehicle it is. And I imagine it during that time period, they were not getting the production numbers.
Yeah.
Like the original G.I. Joe stuff. They were making new vehicles, but you're probably talking, 100,000 units rather than 1 million units.
whoa.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I see 200 to 300 for complete ones.
Yep.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be some at Joe Fest that a little bit incomplete.
Possibly.
I can tell you one shell that isn't there.
Oh man.
Maybe you'll part with it for $100, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Speaking of Joe Fest, I actually just confirmed last night. Because the boss here, he does all the planning. So I was like, "Did you get tickets for that? Are we going to that?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay," because I didn't really ask this year. Like, she usually handles all that stuff, but I didn't know if she was. Yeah, I didn't know if she was like already on it. And yeah, she was. So I'm going, I guess.
All right.
That's good.
What a shame she's dragging you to another Joe Fest.
Yeah,
Wah, wah.
exactly. No,
That's a
every
great problem
year-
to have, Artwann.
No, every year though, I have this thing. I don't know what it is. It could be like just remorse or something. Because if I'm going, I'm going to be spending. And so if I don't go, I save myself a lot of money. But
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm probably going to be going ham again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Start
That's your
saving
favorite.
now.
That's your favorite time of year.
No, well, here's what makes it worse. There is the way the dates changed a little bit. So now I'm also able to go to SummerCon here in Washington the week before. So I'm really going to be hurt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the week before.
Oh man, are you gonna have wacky travel shenanigans again?
There's always something.
Then
Well,
you're flying to
at least
Dallas.
you're traveling from Washington. It's not like you're gonna be traveling from not home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope. I don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, my summertime is always crazy for me. Wintertime is crazy for me. I actually enjoy the spring because I'm not doing much anything, and that's when my printers start running.
The spring is printing season.
Printing season is like March to about June. Right in June is when things get crazy again.
Yeah. So Joe Fest is last weekend of June this year. What is it? 26, 27, 28.
And then when is the Dallas one?
DFW.
The Dallas one. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
They are on different dates this
They're
year.
different dates this year.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna have that conflict again.
Yeah, I mean that to me was silly that they even had a conflict to begin with.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't intentional. It's just lack of coordination.
Yeah.
I don't think the hotel was available or something.
Okay.
That's what I heard. So, Artwann, you said that if you're going to go, you're going to go hard. What do you think you're looking forward to? I mean, this is way, way in the future, but are you getting your list together of holes that you might have? Or?
Yeah, I started getting my list together of plugging some holes. I'm at that phase where I'm trying to finish my the collector sets. The Cobra Headhunters, the General Mayhem, Mars Invades, those convention collection sets. Just the really special items, the special figures that seem to be priced at like 10 grand a pop type stuff.
Yikes.
No, I was sitting with a group at Joe Fest, and who was it? The guy who runs the memorabilia. Stand.
Declassified.
Yeah, where they have all of they might have like the mannequins with the costumes from the. I'm sitting there with these guys, man, and I'm like, I was kind of happy because I had plugged a couple holes. They were asking everybody what was like their piece for the show, and one of them, I think it was the guy who runs that particular booth. He had some sort of prototype that he found, and I'm pretty sure he might have dropped somewhere upwards of 9 to 10 grand for this thing, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong circle right now."
Wow.
Like,
Who knew Joe Fest had a VIP area, right?
Yeah, this is the big boy
it's
circle.
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I ended up sitting around with those guys one time, and it was I just felt like such an outsider. Like just
I mean, yeah, it's like I know them all, but that was like my first time really getting to sit down and talk with him. And then we just kind of started sharing, like, hey, what'd you pick up so far? What is that item? And when he said, yeah, I got this such and such prototype, and everybody just kind of knew, like, yeah, he spent probably 10K on that.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It was prototypes. It was first run kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering what is going to cost that much, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was.
That's money levels in toys that approaches fine art, money embezzling, which actually makes me wonder if he can, not that there's anything nefarious about it, but Declassified is considered as a museum and a non-profit. I wonder if he can do some tax manipulation there.
I'm sure there's probably a little way to work that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want them doing what they're doing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's very cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there just thinking, wow, how did I end up sitting here in this circle? And it's like I said, I've been there to Joe Fest, 6-7 years straight. So it's like, okay, I've kind of gotten to know some of these guys, but I never could imagine spending anything close to that, like $5K and up for something for one piece.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap bastard.
Before
I forget though, the DFW Joe show is the last weekend of May, so the 29th, 30th, 31st.
Oh, okay.
So it's plenty of time in between the two, which is cool. I like that show too. It's not the same, but it's a good show. It's a fun show.
Okay.
So I haven't been. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be as big, but can you walk me through what it's like?
I mean, it's Joe Fest, but smaller, and just because you're a different piece of geography, you get different vendors and different guests, and Ed was in the right place at the right time, got the first kind of post JoeCon show, and so it kind of took off, and it's the biggest show. DFW is just another show, and it's growing, and it's same kind of thing but different. You get different vendors, you're going to see different items. So like, for example, right after Rowdy Toys put out the big wheels last year, so I was at DFW, and guess what I saw? One of those damn big wheels.
One of the big wheels
like
is
the actual toy big wheel. I didn't see it at Joe Fest. I saw it at DFW. So it's just, you go to a different show, you're going to see different things.
Yeah, different region too, like
different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So different vendors are going to come out. So yeah.
So is it all based in sort of like a hotel based type thing, where like there's going to, folks are doing their whole lobby swap type deals and room sales and stuff?
It's kind of all the same stuff. A bit more 12-inch stuff going on. They had this last year anyway, below where the main floor was, like you'd kind of head out to the lobby, down some stairs, and then down and around the hallway there was another big room, and there was a big custom diorama thing going on for 12-inch, and that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, then they had a lot of old Hasbro. They had like all the old Hasbro guys were there actually. A lot of panels. Because I had my table, I didn't go. I really wish I had, but they had guys talking about like how they designed the old vehicles, which I hadn't, still haven't had a chance to go listen to. I'd love to kind of do that. Talk to those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I think if you're a person that wants to try and pick between the two, I think you look and see who the guests are and what kind of thing you'd rather do, and kind of decide that way. If you're just looking,
but Mark, you think they're
buy
comparable
stuff.
though? You think that they might be a person would potentially pick the one in Texas over the one in Augusta, potentially.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
It's all personal preference.
Yeah,
Joe
it is.
Fest is a monster, man.
Yeah.
It's a monster. If all you're interested in is vendors, it still comes down. Like if you've only got like one or two little holes in your collection, chances are who's going to fill those holes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're going to know if they're going to be at Joe Fest or the other thing, and chances are they'll be at both.
This year, probably.
Okay. Yeah, it's a weird little thing.
You know what I really
it's
appreciate
a smaller
about
show, but like I've been there 2 or 3 times now, and they're growing.
Yeah. You know what I really appreciate about Joe Fest that maybe I didn't get that very first time, what is it, 3 or 4 years ago when I went for the first time, that I'm seeing at Joe Fest more than what I'm seeing at Jolanta or what is it, the RetroCon in Greenville, which is all my regional ones that are in the Atlanta area. I'm really loving I don't know if it's at a tipping point, if it's going to be even more. I have a sense that it's going to be growing this year, but all of the newer lines that are coming out, and I'm seeing a lot more percentage of those newer lines having the booths, like Grindhouse, like the Rise of Nexus stuff and the Delta 17s and all of the ones. I'm seeing more and more of that, and I'm really super appreciating that more than probably what I thought that I would 4 years ago and on, right?
Okay.
And I don't see that as much in Jolanta or the other shows as much as I do at
Joe Fest.
Joe Fest. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
And like last year was weird because PowerCon, it seems like that was the show for the independent guys. And then
really?
Last year, PowerCon didn't happen, and they kind of shifted to Joe Fest. Last November, they all went to Legion's Con in New Jersey. Was, I guess, really big for the independent guys. It seems to shift around. I've been like, because that's where I kind of live. Like those are the guys that I'm getting a lot of my freelance design work with. So those are the shows I want to hit, and it seems to be shifting around a little bit. Joe Fest is a big one. ZoloCon's coming up end of February, I think, and I hear that one's not bad. IshCon. There's a bunch of them. I was surprised. I thought there might have been more at Retro Toy Con, but there was just nothing. I guess it's in the name. Like new toy companies maybe shouldn't be a retro.
Yeah.
It was just Grindhouse.
Yeah, my take on Retro Toy Con is that's where the big players, like you were talking about the $5,000, $4,000 G.I. Joe at Joe Fest. My take is Retro Toy Con that's where it comes out for all toy lines. That's where the big players are coming because it's run by Toy Federation. If you look at some of the stuff that the people bring to have on display and the price points that they're asking, that's where the high rollers go. That's where they're going to pick up their $10,000 holy grail.
I start saving.
Yeah, but I really like Retro Toy Con. That's a well done show.
Yeah, I hope I get to go to that again this year. That was
So,
a cool show.
so Shane, what about you, man? Like, what's that one piece that's on your list you still haven't checked off?
There are a couple, and these aren't like crazy hard to get ones, but they're like just stuff that I wish that I had that I never collected as a kid. So I don't have it from my original collection, and I kind of do now. The Sky Patrol stuff. I'm kind of digging the chrome look, and I like that, and I don't have too many of those pieces. I'm super weird. I love the Havoc. The tank
Sky
tread
Patrol
thing
Havoc,
with the
Oh yeah,
the crazy
yeah.
design. I love that tank. I have my original one. It looks at me every day from right down here on the shelf. But I kind of want the chrome one to
the
kind of go
chromed
along with
out
it.
one.
As far as I know, that was the only reissue of the Havoc, right? And I kind of like that. And I would love to have the the Sky Raven part of it, because
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just a big fan of that plane. So those are
oh,
two
I
that
have one.
I would really love to have in my collection. So maybe I'll
Okay.
grab those at Joe Fest this year. If
Sweet.
anybody has any
Hey,
leads, point them my
good
way.
luck.
Yep. Good luck, especially on that Sky Raven. Those are
Yeah.
becoming pretty sought after, pretty rare.
I know.
Yeah, G.I. Customs is gonna have a table this year at Joe Fest. He's gonna crush it. He's
Yeah,
gonna do
for
real
sure.
well. I'm guessing. Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what he brings to Joe Fest. That's going to be something.
And it seems to me like the tables have sold out. They sold out so early, and people are still trying to clamor. I would love to see another room open up or something, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that, can we grow it any? Can we recommend that? I would love to see even more
Well,
opportunities to buy
they
things.
expanded it last year. They did the
The
upper
upper
area
Yeah.
where they
Yep.
normally would do the kind of. I felt that I didn't feel that area got the love
That it be.
it seemed like it was definitely out of sight, out of mind. And I think
Just
a lot
slower
of
traffic. Yeah.
I don't know,
Very
Michael. I
much
gave
slower
it
traffic.
some love out of my wallet.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't really hang out up there. I think I think everybody made their way through, but I don't know that anyone just like hung around. There were some like people pushing books up there that kind of had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
There were some oddballs up there, but I think everyone made their way through it. But it wasn't a place to linger.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one guy up there. He was just practically giving stuff away. I think he said it was like his old collection, and he just wanted it gone.
I missed
I had
that.
a guy
Michael.
like that
Yeah, I
next to
missed
me.
that.
There's a guy
Mike,
at
stop it.
Assembly Required. There was a guy who had I could call it a booth or a table, but it was really like a mountain of G.I. Joe toys is what it was. And he sold his house and he was getting ready to move, and he was a guy who had like two of everything. And he was just selling stuff. He had a flag, he had a terror drone, he had just goddamn everything.
Oh, wow.
He had great prices.
Was it hot upstairs? So
I think it
wouldn't
was
say
just
was
not
hot.
as cold. I always go into Joe Fest, the main area, and get cold, right?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
big
know if it,
area is pretty,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's freezing in there.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, it's a little breezy. Sometimes they open up the.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other either the air is flowing or it gets stagnant.
What June in
nasty
Augusta
flat.
is not
Well,
known as being.
they have that air cranking on
They have
that
to
floor.
crank it.
So I'm thinking about that top level though. I went through there quite a few times, and there was some guys with some books. I think they were like from New York. They were pumping like a new comic book or something like that. There was definitely a booth of a guy who had a ton of boxed vehicles type stuff. But I don't know if they weren't like the 80s stuff though. Most of it was I don't know. I think most of it was like 2000 stuff. the lobby swap in the hallway there was kind of cramped in that hallway, but there was some good stuff.
Yeah.
There was some really good stuff. I wound up getting. I actually wound up catching some cheap European stuff. Like a couple guys were selling some stuff
Yeah.
in that lobby swap, and I was just like, "Holy
Really?
crap."
Yeah, I know there were at least 2 booths that were just jam packed with Action Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
came
original
from, I want to say Ireland, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold out.
Yeah, they got
Those
my
guys
love.
sold everything. And then one of those guys was at DFW too,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
or Assembly Required.
Oh
came
boy.
out. Sold everything. Shane, you set up like a bed sheet with some of your stuff on it, right?
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
hallway?
I did.
Like a homeless guy.
I did. Well, I brought some stuff to kind of test out to see if any, shows like that are a little bit weird with printed parts, I think, or with replacement parts, because
Yeah.
at any place where you can find selection of the real stuff, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Kind
that
of.
that's a good market for replacement parts that I kind of make and deal with, unfortunately.
I don't know if the hallway where people are lobby swapping is right, because
Yeah.
they're kind of in a rush and everything. I think if you could split a table with some folks on the floor where people are buying shells for $1, and if you can sell parts for those shells for cheap, I think that would work.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole deal now is I kind of refine my, if you wanted to, my business model or whatever. And I think the packaged, I run shellsavers.com, right? So it's all about, you package up the things that it takes to fix up a vamp shell. And then you have that for whatever, $15. You buy a shell for $5, you buy this for 15, and you've got a, complete vamp or whatever. So yeah, I think so. I think that's a great idea. I think I think I have to get on the wait list for 2028. Joe Fest
Oh, wow.
2028, right?
Yeah, and we always toss these ideas about like trying to get like a larger booth or something, and so we can get like a couple of folks to kind of come and split it, and then we never take action on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point we just need to put a feeler out there on the page and like just get some folks to commit to it.
Yeah.
But I think that might be the way to go, to get a couple of smaller producers to have something worth their while.
And Mark, it's always that kind of, which way do you go? I think you alluded to it. If you're working a show, you don't really get to be in be a part of the show, right?
Right. You need to be able to step away for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's frustrating.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's also nice to be able to come back and sit down.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just going to jog your memory on how crazy it gets for me.
In terms of needing to run back to your room to drop off your Santa Claus like sack of goodies.
I always like when someone I know has a table, so I can just be like, "Hey, sell these cats for me."
Sell these cats for me.
The cats get better shit.
Oh boy.
You're stuck here anyway. Sell some chocolate pink kitties.
Yeah.
Sell some sea nugs.
Well, since we're on the subject, I'll put it out there again. I am doing the custom class with Chris Scott of Grindhouse Toys again.
Woohoo!
So we did it 2 years ago, skipped last year, and then by popular demand, we're back.
Oh, wow, we did skip last year.
Yeah, we skipped last year, and then I don't think we're saying who the figure's going to be yet, but get your hands on the extra Footloose because that's going to be the base figure for it, and it'll be good. It'll be good stuff. So Chris is actively painting. He's actually going to be doing like a little bit of a how-to video, recording it.
Okay.
So the idea is, if you want, we'll have like a QR code you can scan, and then pull it up on YouTube, and you can kind of watch the video as like a follow along during the class.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. Is that going to be made available after the class as well?
I suspect, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it'll be good. So, yep.
Want to know if it's going to be recorded from the
if what will be recorded?
chat.
The class.
The class.
Why would we record the class?
I don't know, but probably
no.
I think probably what he's getting at is like, will like you were saying, the how-to video be done?
No. It would be a cool YouTube vid later on.
Yeah.
The
for
class
whom
itself is what
is what that kind of boils down to. Like, who would own that? Because it's not really a Mark II design thing. You know, if Chris wants it for Grindhouse, he can have it. But I don't know. Oh, so yeah. Also on that. So what'll happen is once Chris is done painting / recording, he will have photos made so that we can get all the advertising, and at that point he'll get it up on grindhousetoys.com, and that's where you'll go to purchase the tickets for the class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not through Joe Fest, it's through Grindhouse Toys.
Okay.
And
so independent or is it?
Once we have all that, we will we will get links out everywhere.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, so is it part of Joe Fest or is it completely independent?
I'm not sure how to answer that. Ed wanted us to just do it ourselves, so it's like it's certainly in coordination with Joe Fest. Like Ed reached out to us.
Aware of it. It's not like super secret back room.
Yeah, no, it's nothing like
three
it's
times
nothing
on the
like
door
that.
and you can join the class. Just don't tell Ed.
Yeah, no.
Okay, he just doesn't want to have anything to do. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, like so. There, the first year we did it, there was just some, we'll just say, miscommunication, and that led to us not doing it the second year. But people really liked it and harassed Ed enough about it that he wanted us to come back and do it again. And just to avoid any conflict or miscommunication, he said, "You guys run the whole thing yourselves."
What are you saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's no issues, no problems, no conflicts, nothing's wrong, nothing's weird. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I kind of like the idea of a back alley custom class. Knock on this door and know the password.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. We're actually doing it in the parking garage.
Okay.
There's a van, and everybody's gonna...
We're just gonna put your sack over. We'll just put this sack over your head and take you to the location.
Oh, no, it is.
That would be pretty cool,
so
though.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Mike. So we went, and it was Chris, Brian Sauer, who did the card back, and we went to Sarge to give him the main figure that Chris had painted.
Oh yeah,
card back, and Paul, his manager, and Sarge, they really liked it, and they were telling us like they were going to Hasbro to be negotiating contracts soon, and yeah, it is interesting.
Very cool.
No way.
Cool.
You
So
know
we're at an
that's-
hour and a half of
Are we?
just it just bullshitting about nothing. So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Before we do, I do have some bullshit to
See?
to talk about.
Excellent.
Oh,
That's
Well,
my
wait,
favorite.
there's more.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles G.I. Joe crossover?
Crossover.
I
Oh.
thought that was fake. I thought it was AI, and then I
I
kept
did
seeing
too.
more and more and more posts on that.
Yeah, I thought it was AI too, and it still could be. I don't know if anyone's confirmed or
No,
denied that
I think
real.
it's real.
Yeah.
It's real, and I don't care.
You don't care? I haven't
care.
shown the missus this one yet because that's kind of her jam. So,
Really?
yeah, she
Turtles
likes
or crossovers or
She likes the turtles, and
Yeah.
if it mixed with G.I.Joes, then she'd be like, "See, I can put it on display."
Yeah.
Because like everything that's pretty much out is G.I. Joe stuff here. I don't know. The vehicle aspect of it, I kind of like.
So remind me, Artwann, of the vehicles. What were?
There's like a dragonfly. It's
Dragonfly,
highly
a ram,
cartoonishy stylized.
Yeah. Big punching punching gloves on the rockets, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
It's very toyetic.
Yep.
Everything is smooth curves. It's got turtle faces on it. It fits in perfect with the Turtles line of toys. It's just the basic designs or G.I. Joe.
I would say the theme was G.I. Joe, not necessarily the design.
So
I don't know that that ram looks exactly like a ram, just with turtle stuff on it.
All right, is that showing? Can you see that, guys? No.
Nope.
Nothing.
I think Mark has to click the button.
It doesn't just pop up when I click on it. Yeah, I don't know if at any point in my childhood I would have given a shit about this.
I'll go with this toy habits.
There we go.
Picture. So you're getting basically the cycle, some figures here, and a dragonfly.
Yeah, and the picture of the box behind the cycle is All Striker with April.
Yeah,
right?
All Striker with April. Yeah.
So
really, the All Striker. I'm an All Striker.
You see it back there?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think my take on it is this is not something I would care about, not something I would pick up, but I don't see it as a bad thing either. The Turtles fans are fanatical. There's huge Turtle fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this could trigger that nostalgia tickle in them of, hey, I remember G.I. Joe too, but I never really looked that much into it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility there. And from a kid's point of view, these would be a lot of fun to play with.
Well, who is it? Playmates? Who's making the turtle stuff? Who's making this?
I think it's still Playmates.
Okay.
So Playmates is licensing G.I. Joe to make these. So Turtles and I want to say He-Man.
Yes.
Has been doing crossover shit like crazy for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So this is just more of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at them. I just don't care.
I think that's where I'm at. I don't. Well, maybe actually looking at it in hand, because I'm sorry, a Michelangelo shipwreck spinning nunchucks of the little weird grapple thing in hand, that might actually be neat. But looking at
a Snake Eyes Leonardo, I think they did all right with it as far as the concept is concerned.
Yeah.
Depending on pricing, I'd pick it up, and I think the missus would enjoy this.
Yeah. I don't think necessarily this is an itch that I need to scratch, but I'm liking it as a concept. Now,
now we're talking about it. I'm gonna see it on the fucking shelf, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it, shipwreck. I have to.
Yeah. I have to see the figures, right?
Here's
now,
my thought, though.
This is the second official crossover from G.I. Joe. We had crossover with Transformers, and now, which was official, right?
Well,
And then
technically it's a crossover, I
Yeah,
guess.
Transformers and G.I. Joe just makes sense. You know, there's been crossover comics.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because they were transforming from G.I. Joe vehicles. You're right.
Yeah.
This one
or
just
mashup, whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, or whatever.
Right.
But this is the second official one that I've seen. Or am I missing any that I might not have just known about before?
I don't know.
From a toy line, I think this is the only other official one that I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of these minifig things. Not the Creos, although that's a thing too.
Oh,
you mean
Lego
the
Lego knockoffs?
The Mattel version of Legos, where they did the Sky Striker.
Damn it! Let's talk about
Migos.
Oh,
the minifigs. Yeah, that to me is more. That's more just like a licensing thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not crossing a.
Yeah, I don't consider that the crossover necessarily.
Right. Okay.
I just think that's licensing.
Yeah.
So GI Customs makes a point that like he'd be interested in seeing what the vehicles look like once they come out, for especially for customs aspect.
Yeah.
And my thoughts are, I don't necessarily understand the scale, because if the turtles are supposed to fit in the Dragonfly,
I think it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I mean that makes it kind of big.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I will not be 3D designing a classified scale turtle dragon.
Who has that much neon filament?
I do have that much neon filament, but I still will not be doing this.
Well, no, because I'm looking at it in terms of the actual scale that it would be. You know, those turtles have a thick. They're
wide. Yeah. They're thick.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm curious. I'm curious what else. You know,
what kind of crossover would you like to see? If you know, all right, Transformers just seems like a slam dunk, and I'm glad they did it. I wish they'd make more. Oh well, I bought them all.
Is it dead?
No,
I don't know if it's
going with that.
I mean, they're
but
not.
They haven't come out with something in 2 years. Right?
Which one?
No, the last one was the Triple T.
Yeah, that hasn't been 2 years. Has it been 2 years?
I think so.
2024, maybe. We're talking maybe a year.
Year and a half.
Which is about right. They either. Yeah. Actually, when they were rolling, though, it seems like we were getting 2 a year.
Oh, there was
2 a year.
What do we got? We got
the All Striker, we got the Triple T, we got the Thunder Machine, and
we got the Hiss Tank.
And the Hiss Tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, the latest I had been hearing rumors of was going to be an Optimus Prime Mobat.
That's what I was hearing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another crossover. I would actually like to see G.I. Joe and Mask, or G.I. Joe and Cops crossover.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Mask would be good.
Mask would be good.
Yeah, either of those would be good. You know, especially Cops, since there were, you know, the kids. There were some guys back when it was a toy line.
Yeah.
You know, oh well, this guy is he's Beachhead's.
With that argument, you got Inhumanoids too.
You got Humanoids too. Yeah. What is it? Fairborn.
And Transformers. Marissa
Fairborn. Yeah.
Duke's or Flint's daughter, I think, is who she was supposed to be.
Yep. So I mean, I'd like to see stuff like that happen, because I mean, there's already some premise for it out there.
Yeah. I would just love to see Inhumanoids come back just in general. That seems like a nostalgia itch that is out there that no one's touched.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it has a fan base
Big enough,
large enough to carry it.
Yeah. To me, I think the concept of what would be really neat with Inhumanoids is you could create, a 2-foot tall monster, and it would scale with classified, or it would scale with 3 3/4, depending on how big the monster, how big you envision the monster being.
right?
Oh, this is Mike's Cthulhu thing coming out.
Oh yeah.
So there was a line of toys, and this isn't a world of toys, but there was just a line of toys that looked like this, right? What were these things called?
Starcom.
Not Star. What's that?
Starcom.
Starcom?
No.
Yeah, lots of magnets.
These are high risers. High risers. They
don't even remember that
took
one.
batteries and whatever. I would love to see a little Joe vehicle and these guys kind of mashed up or crossover. I mean, obviously they're not the same size. They need to be a lot bigger. But I just loved these as a kid, and I thought that, man, if they were in the same universe, that would be a kind of cool thing. But
I like
I've never seen those.
How every one of us has like some 3 3/4, like right at arm's length. Mark,
Yeah,
you got any right at arm's length?
Sure. What do we need?
So I just like how everybody's just grabbing one.
No.
Skid mark on the skibbity.
I love it.
What do we call it? On the
Skibbity
skid mark on the skibbity?
Skibbity toilet.
God, that was one of the worst vehicles ever. Oh my gosh, that thing was just awful.
That made the show right there. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a backpack. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true.
Perfect,
are
natural
you
to walk
what you're
around like
making?
this.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a backpack like this?
Man, you know how heavy that would be.
I think my son
Jesus.
does.
We should 3D print one and walk around Joe Fest like this.
Nice.
Not
ride it
everybody
around.
over walking down the Titan thing. That would be awesome.
They're so bad.
I would like to
We
show
can
off something that.
do a couple beers and see if we can ride it down the main steps at the front of Joe
yeah.
Fest down the hotel.
Well, there is
steps.
I don't know. I forget exactly who it is, but there is the one guy at Joe Fest that always rides around on the motorized cooler.
That is
Yeah.
true. I got a
Beer
picture
cooler.
of him somewhere. I know what you're talking about.
Now he just needs to have the backpack straps on too.
He's gotta
That would
have it
just
strapped
make
on.
it perfect,
Yep.
right? I did pick up something else over the holidays that isn't Joe related. I know, but ooh, there you go. Look at that.
That is a really good Techno Viper.
I love this Techno
Yeah.
Viper.
That's a nice one. And but it crosses over some of my worlds that I loved as a kid. But I got the Back to the
Oh,
Future.
yeah.
Oh,
set.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
can't
the
wait. I'm
Reaction
gonna open
Plus.
these up.
Those Reaction Plus. The
You're gonna
full-
open
Yeah.
an action figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I talked
Crazy.
to I wound up talking to Brian at Joe Fest about these. I'm like, dude, you've been showing these for over a year. And he was like, yeah, we sort of jumped the gun by showing it too early. Because I'm like, where is it? Like, I've been waiting for it all year. And he's like, yeah, they're not coming out until maybe right there at 2026. I guess he dropped them just a 80 bit earlier because people were talking about them.
Yep. I'm glad to have him in
I wish
hand.
Brian
Maybe it
was
was an
talking about.
IP problem or something. Or...
Oh, Brian Flynn.
Yeah, Brian Flynn.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I think he started showing these at like the end of 2024, like when they started showing their Reaction Plus figures. And
Okay.
I'm like, where is this at? And he's like, yeah, we sort of jumped the gun on that one and showed it way too early. It's not scheduled to come out until like first quarter 2026 is what he was telling me. And I'm like, okay, well, guess we'll be waiting. So they dropped it in December.
Well, this version of Marty McFly with the guitar is definitely going to be playing with my Zartan that has the guitar up there somewhere
Oh,
too.
Sweet,
So
sweet,
they're going to be in the
sweet.
same band.
Excellent.
Have a little battle of the bands or something like that.
For sure.
If Krusty Crow's still here, thanks for stopping in.
I'm still waiting for the fully articulated Gem and the Misfits to
Yeah.
go along with the Cold Slither.
Yeah. So that was it. That
There's a
exactly.
crossover that would kind of
There
work.
is a
Just
crossover
Gem.
right there. You brought it out.
Yeah.
There you go. A Gem.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of Hasbro really acknowledges that crossover, because if you looked at the packet, if you got the Cold Slither pack, if you look at the packaging, there is a Gem poster and a Misfits poster on the venue.
Now I don't know the Gem world, but
Okay,
did they have play sets that came along with the figures?
They had there was one play set. It was a plane crash burning,
The
and then it had like like bird corpses, like Luke's aunt and uncle.
But I know a ton of people
yeah,
that would be all over that.
Is that,
Yeah.
that's the Gem.
Yeah, that's the Misfits there.
Nice.
I love that story that Michael kept telling it.
You're saying Misfits? You mean like the holograms?
The whole
No. Gem Gem was the good girl, and they did the holograms and stuff. The Misfits were like the punk rock band.
the bad girl.
Okay.
That's why they would be. Yeah.
They were the bad girls. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Yeah, they were the rivals. You had to have a rival group.
They were the Cobra to G.I. Joe, right?
Yeah, they were like the twist. They were basically a female version of Twisted Sister.
Nice.
And definitely.
I can't decide if that's hot or not.
Let's go with it. Yeah, probably so.
Oh well, since we're talking about that, Mr. Hill will be at Joe Fest.
He'll be at
nice,
Joe Fest.
nice.
Okay.
The one that murdered Jem's mother.
That's my guy.
So for anyone that doesn't know that story, he has a great story about when he was brought in to write for an episode or two of Gem, and he didn't realize what the limitations were. So he created a backstory.
Well, he didn't want to do it.
Oh, was that right?
If I remember, like he had to write so many episodes for Sunbow.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to do Gem. That was,
but it wasn't necessarily G.I. Joe. It was just like Sunbow episodes.
Yeah,
and so they're like, you gotta write us a Gem episode, and he didn't really want to.
Yeah, and it came down to, it's like, okay, here's just a regular cartoon. Oh, what happened to Jem's mother? Oh, well, she was killed in a plane crash. Okay, I'm going to write this into the episode with this really graphic plane crash. It's like more violent than anything that was in G.I. Joe.
And it made it?
And it made it.
Oh, yeah. No notes.
No notes.
Yeah, that's the very special PG-13 episode, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So let's teach these young girls about death.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he gets to joke around that he was the one that killed Jem's mom.
Oh, hey Ben.
Just popping on.
Ben's here.
Late on a Sunday. The crusty old crow. Thanks for being here too.
Yeah, our viewership popped up after I tried to get us to.
Yeah, we're about to close. It's closing time. Hey, wait a minute! You got time for one more drink, guys.
I do need to.
Crossed over for the movie Alive. No, that's Yellow Jackets.
Is anybody watching that? I want to watch that.
I watched
it's on my list.
I watched the first season of it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty intriguing. It's basically Alive, featuring a girls lacrosse team. They do a lot of it's kind of more like Lost, where you see different time periods in their lives.
Okay, but tell me it's not as confusing.
It's not as.
Oh, that's not a good.
Is there a snake? Is there a smoke monster there at all?
And of course, that's not saying much, because Lost was unbelievably confusing.
For sure.
All right, guys.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
So
Good way to
I-
start the year.
Well, thanks for
Good way to
having
start the
me
year.
yet again. I love being a part of this episode. I hope to do it in the future. And thanks a lot.
Consider yourself welcome anytime.
Anytime.
Like seriously, like
I have a blast with
intend
you
to
folks.
include you from now on. So I as of right now, it looks like I'm good for next Sunday. So
Yeah, I should be good for
my
next.
my goal is a bit more consistency again this year.
Okay.
So cool.
Sounds great.
No guest planned as of yet for next week. I'll work on it. I'm sure come Friday night I'll zero in on somebody, and probably Saturday reach out to them, and par
Powerful, of course.
Yeah. Cool. So thanks again, everybody, and catch you next weekend. Thank you.
Thanks. See you next time.
Yep.
Yo,
Fun as
Joe.
always. Yo, Joe.